Dear student, I am starting your lecture number 5. Today I will discuss the two numerical for integrated circuit and op-amp as a comparator. So let us see the first numerical based on the integrated circuit. See, this is the numericals based on lossy integrated circuit. Read the question first, then let us try to solve this numerical. See, here question is find the value of R1 and Rf in a lossy integrated circuit so that peak gain is 20 dB. So peak gain, you must understand what this word is important. Peak gain is 20 dB. And the gain is 3 dB down from its peak gain when omega is 10⁴ radian per second. So let us try to solve this. Answer. This is your lossy integrated circuit, you already know. This is your R compensated resistors. This is R1. This is your CF, and this is your RF. This is your input VI, this is your VO. Now see, you have to find this value. What is RF and what is R? CF they have given 0.01 microfarad. So you know this gain is the equation of gain, you must be knowing. In a magnitude form I am writing Rf by R1 upon root of 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square. This is the gain. The gain of the integrated circuit, lossy integrated circuit, is given by this equation. In theory, here we have written minus Rf by R1. But I am taking the magnitude. I can show like this magnitude. So I am writing like this. Now read the questions. The peak gain 20 dB. Peak gain is possible when this term is 0. This term is 0. It means when omega is 0, then gain is peak. So for peak gain I can write omega is 0, means you are there, frequency is very low, you can say, or omega tends to 0, gain is peak. So they have given 20 dB. So for this I can write here, remember 20 log A is equal to 20 log Rf by R1 minus 20 log, it is 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square raised to 1/2. This is your equation. Already you have studied this equation. Is this? I have taken the log on both the sides. So I have written 20 log A is equal to 20 log Rf by R1 minus this I have written. Okay. Now, so I can write here, they have given 20 log A, they have given 20 dB. Therefore, I can write 20 dB is equal to 20 log Rf by R1 minus 0 here, because this is 0, log 1 is 0, so I can write 0. Look again here, omega is 0, so this term is 0, 20 log 1 is also 0, log of 1 is 0, so I am writing 0 here. I think you understand. So Again, those who do not understand, here and put omega is equal to 0, so we will get this. So log of Rf by R1, I write 1, 20, 21. Now anti-log, you know anti-log of 1 is nothing but the 10. So you are getting Rf by R1 is 10. Now what is the second thing they have given? Second thing they have given, gain is 3 dB down from its peak when omega is 10 raised to 4. So let me write this. Gain is equal to 3 dB down from peak. So it is my 17 dB when omega is 10 raised to 4 radian per second. Gain is 3 dB down from the peak. So I have written 20 minus 3 when omega is 10 raised to 4. Again I am writing, it is very simple, 20 log A is equal to 20 log Rf by R1 minus 20 log 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square raised to 1/2. So this is your 17 dB is equal to 20 log Rf by R1 minus this is your 20 log into 1/2 log 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square. This root I have taken here. This root I have taken here, you know. Put Rf by R1 is equal to 10. Rf by R1 is 10. So this is 70, 20 log 10 minus 10 log 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square. So this is 17, this is your 20 minus 10 log 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square. So I can write 10 log 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square is equal to 3 dB. 20 minus 17 is 3. Look here. So this is log of 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square is equal to 0.3. 10 I have taken on this side. So if I take the anti-log, I will get 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square. It is 10 raised to 0.3. If you take the anti-log, you will get like this. I think you know what is how to take the anti-logs. So 1 plus omega Rf Cf whole square. If you find the 10 raised to 0.3, 1.999 something, so you will get 2. So omega Rf Cf whole square, you will get 1, 2 minus 1. So omega Rf Cf is equal to 1. So this is 10 raised to 4 into Rf Cf they have given 0.01 into 10 raised to minus 6, this one. So Rf you will get, you can do the calculations. So it is 10 raised to plus 4. So Rf is, this is 10 into 10 raised to 3, 10 kilo. Now you know Rf by R1 is 10. Rf by R1 is 10. So R1 is equal to, so R1 is equal to Rf upon 10. So R1 is equal to 10 kilo ohm upon 10. This implies R1 is equal to 1 kilo ohm. So they are asking you find Rf and R1. So we did like this. Let us discuss again. Find the R1 and Rf in a loss integrator so that the peak gain is 20 dB and the gain is 3 dB down from its peak gain when omega is 10:4. Take C is 0.01 microfarad. This is they have given. You know this equation. You know the equation of gain. Take the what? Here please understand what is the peak gain. Peak gain is possible when this term is what very less. So this is your very less. So or you can say omega is 0. So I have written this A is 20 dB. You take the log 20 log A, this 20 log minus this. So 20 log A is 20, they have given put and put omega is 0. I can write here put it is. So I have written 20, this 0, you will get 0, 20 log 1, 20 log 1 is 0, so I am putting 0. So 20 is cancelled, 1. Take the anti-log, so anti-log of 1 is 10. Now look. Three dB down. Gain is 3 dB down means A is equal to 20 minus 3, 17 dB, and at which value of the frequency? When omega is 10⁴ radian per second, then gain is 3 dB down. So gain is how much? 17 dB. So I have written here this equation, previous equation already I have written. This will be 17 dB. Here 1/2 I have taken here. You already know. If the log of root x is nothing but the 1/2 log x, you can write like this. So I have taken like this. Here this is 17. This is your Rf by R1 is 10. So that I have put here. Rf by R1 you can say Rf by R1 is 10. So I have put here 10. This value I have put here. So this I have taken here. So this is your, you can see log 10 is 1, so it is 20. And this I have taken this 1/2 here, so it is 10. So I have written like this. You take on this side, so it becomes 3. Then I have taken just interchange the position. You can, very simple mathematics. So yes, this is important. 10 is 2.3. 10 is 2.3 is nearly 2. So I have written here. So if you sort it out, you will find the value of Rf. Rf is 10 kilo ohms, and from this you can find the Rf by R1 is 10. So R1 is 1 kilo. Now let us see the another numerical. See the Keshav. For a non-inverting integrator circuit as shown in this figure they have given. Prove that output voltage 1/RC VI dt. It's very simple. See this. I am writing voltage at this point is V plus. You know what is the V plus? V plus I can write like this. See, this is your R, this is your C. Okay. Here is your V plus, this is your ground, and here they have given VI. Look here, this input section I am showing you like this. This is your VI I am showing you. R, at R I am showing you V plus. This capacitor is this capacitor is this, and it is ground. So you already know that V plus is nothing but the applied voltage into reactance of this Xc upon R plus Xc. So V plus is obtained like this. Or if you want to write in detail, you can write Vi omega c R plus 1 upon omega c. So Vi into 1 plus R omega c. Now already you know this is your non-inverting. This is non-inverting. So what is your, you can say, gain? Output upon input. So I can write what the output? Gain multiplied by input. Gain multiplied by input. So what the gain of the circuit? You know 1 plus R2 by R1. You know gain. Gain is nothing but for non-inverting 1 plus R2 by R1. This is you written this. So let us see here. This is your R2. This is R2. Okay. And this is your R1. This is R2 and this is your R1. For a non-inverting amplifier, you know you can see your fundamental circuit. So you can say this is your R2. So R2 by R1. R2 by R1, remember. So I am writing here, gain is nothing but the 1 plus R2 by R1 into your V plus. So 1 plus omega RC into V plus omega RC plus 1 upon omega RC into V plus. Now I am putting this value here, this V plus, I am putting this value. This value I am putting here. If you put this value, or you can say this equation is 1. Say this equation is 1. From equation 1, put value of V plus. So I am putting Vu is equal to omega RC plus 1 upon omega RC multiplied by Vi upon 1 plus R omega C. So we will get 1 upon omega RC into Vi. In a time domain, above equation can be written as RC integration of Vi dt. Okay. So if you do the integration, you will get omega, yes, do not. So in a time domain, above equation can be written as like this. Hence it is proved. For a non-inverting integrator, there is no phase reversal. So there is no negative sign in the equation of the output voltage. I think you understand very simple numericals. Look, yes, I have to prove this. So what the input adheres, this into reactance of this upon total, already I have written here, mentioned. Okay. So here I did mistake here, I write plus sign. So you can see here, what is the gain? Output upon input. What is the output? Gain multiply input. Gain is what? This is the standard equation, you know. This is a standard equation, you know, that's what written. Here is what? R2 is this capacitor and R1 is this. So here for above circuit. R2 is XE2, XE, and R1 is R. So that I have written here. So you see, I have written XE and R. So put this value. I put the equation value from this one. So I got this equation. In time domain, you have to write this way. There is no phase inversion in a inverting integrated circuit. There is no phase inversion in a non-inverting. So there is no negative sign here. Now let us discuss another topic. Op-amp as a comparator. When you use the operational amplifier in an open loop operation, then it operates in a non-linear manner. In short, whenever you are using the op-amp without feedback, or you can say op-amp is used in an open loop operation, then its output is non-linear. There are various applications of open loop operation of the op-amp, like comparator, detectors, digital interfacing, and so on. Today we will see about the non-inverting comparator, inverting comparator, and its applications. So let us see what is comparator means. See, when the input signal given to the one terminal of the op-amp is compared with the another reference voltage given to the another terminal of the op-amp, then it is called comparator circuit. In a op-amp comparator, the input signal given to the one terminal of the op-amp compares with another reference voltage given to the another terminal. In a open loop operation, output is always very high. In a open loop operation of the op-amp, output is either plus VCC or minus VCC. It is known as a saturated voltage. I am showing you the open loop operation of the op-amp. This voltage I am writing non-inverting voltage. This voltage I am writing inverting voltage. And here is your output voltage. Remember, most important thing, output is nothing but the open loop gain multiplied by the difference of the input signal, V non-inverting minus V inverting, or you can write VO is equal to open loop gain voltage at V plus voltage at V minus. When V non-inverting, or you can write V plus is greater than V inverting, then output is plus VCC. See, this is very large. If this voltage is more than this, output is very large. So your output cannot be infinite, because AOL you are writing it is infinite. When this voltage is more than this voltage, then AOL multiplied by positive voltage. So infinite positive, it is not possible. So we are adding plus VCC. Maximum voltage you will get up to plus, or this is nothing but it is written as a plus V saturated voltage. So remember, if this is 1 volt, this is your 0.5 volt, output is always plus VCC. Now, if V non-inverting voltage is less than V inverting voltage, so output is negative. How much? Minus VCC, or it is written as a minus V saturated voltage. When voltage at the non-inverting less than V inverting, then output voltage is negative, because this is less than this voltage. Or I can say like this. If this is 0.5 volt and this is 1 volt, so we will get negative voltage. In short, voltage at this, if this voltage is more than this, if this voltage is more than the negative terminal, you will get positive. If the voltage at the positive is less than the negative, you will get your negative voltage. Now, I am showing you ideal characteristics, transfer characteristics of a op-amp. This is your ideal characteristics. What is comparator? If in op-amp comparator, the input signal given to the one terminal is compared with the reference voltage given to the another terminal. Here I am writing V plus, V minus. When this voltage is more than this, here my output is plus VCC. I am writing plus V saturated, plus V saturated. When V my plus minus is less than this, it is, I am writing my output is your negative. So it is minus V saturated. So this is your ideal transfer characteristics of the op-amp. But in practice, you are not getting like this. Listen, this is the difference of the input voltage V plus minus V minus. When this voltage is more than this, means on this side output is positive, that's why I am showing you VO is positive plus VCC. When this voltage is less than this, means here, so output is negative, so I am showing you on this side. This is ideal transfer characteristic. But actually you are not getting like this. You are getting actually, in practice you are getting like this. Due to input offset voltage, you are getting a in this way. This graph shows that output changes state from minus to plus immediately when this is more than this. When this is less than this, immediately this will shift from plus set to minus set. But here I am showing you in practical, this is not, you are getting like this, you are getting like this. Some 2 millivolt is required for the output of the op-amp to change from minus V set to plus 1 V set, or plus V set to minus V set. Approximately 2 millivolt is required to change the state of the output. During this time, during this state cannot be defined. This is happening due to input offset voltage. This can be minimized with the help of offset null technique. There are the two types of the op-amp comparator. One, non-inverting comparator, and second, inverting comparator. Let us see first non-inverting comparator. Non-inverting comparator. Listen, in a non-inverting comparator, the input voltage is given to the non-inverting terminal. This is a non-inverting terminal, this is input voltage. is given here. It is your, I am showing you Vi, and reference voltage is given to the inverting terminal. I am writing, let me say reference voltage here positive I am giving. What is my output voltage? In a non-inverting comparator, input voltage is given to the non-inverting terminal and reference voltage is given to the inverting terminal. This reference voltage may be positive or negative. Let us suppose your given reference voltage is positive and sine wave input is given to the non-inverting terminal. Then what will be your output? That I am showing you. Look here. This is your input you have given to the non-inverting terminal, and you kept your reference voltage plus 1 voltage. This is V reference, you given plus 1 volt. Suppose, just to I am explaining, means V reference is which voltage? V minus 1 volt. What the equation of output? Equation of the output you know. Equation output is gain multiplied by V plus minus V minus. AOL Vi minus 1 volt. I am writing you. Or reference voltage. Or you can write it is VO is nothing but the gain Vi minus V reference. That is your choice. Now I have to draw my output voltage. Now I am drawing my output voltage. Look. I am drawing my output voltage. See, this is your input Vi. This is your input. Now you know that when V plus is greater than V minus, then VO is positive. When Vi is greater than V reference, then VO is positive, means plus V set, nearly about VCC, you know. So you can see, yes, during this time, your Vi, this is your Vi, this your Vi is more than this reference voltage. So what I will do, I am making a line. During this time, Vi is less than V reference. When Vi is less than V reference, here, so my output is negative. So here in this point, here up to this, Vi less than V reference, V plus less than V minus, so VO is minus VCC. So I am showing you minus VCC. Minus V set. During this time, I am getting minus V set. Why? What is the reason? This voltage less than this during this time. Now, from here to here, let me, if you don't know, say I am writing T1. Up to T1 time, you can say your input voltage at the positive terminal is less than the reference voltage at negative terminal, so output is negative. Now, when input voltage is more than the input voltage V plus. So here you can write V plus is greater than V minus. Up to this you can say, up to this, yes, you can get minus. So I'll get my positive voltage. What I'll get? My positive voltage. From T1 to T2, you can say this voltage is more than this. The voltage at the plus terminal is more than this. So this voltage is more than this. So output is my, so VO is equal to A into V plus minus V minus. So I can say plus VCC or plus V set. So it is your plus V set. This is output equation. Plus V set. This is your minus V set. Again after this point, after T2, you can say, after T2 up to, you can write T3 your during this time, my V plus is less than V minus. So according to this equation, my output is negative. So I'll get my output is like this. Again after T3 you will get, so up to T3 your input Vi means input Vi given to the V plus terminal is less than V minus. So output is your negative. As a result, you get negative. Again positive. So in this way you can draw the waveform when you are giving the sine wave signal to the non-inverting and you have kept the reference voltage positive to the inverting terminal. In next lecture we will see the more circuit of comparator. Here is the end of the lecture.